Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, Delaware Camera is your #1 spot for all your camera needs, education, accessories, printing, and more. Located at 2635 Delaware Avenue in Buffalo. Visit cameraspot.com.
Hello, true believers. Welcome to the latest Delaware Camera Tech Talk. Delaware Camera, Jack's Camera, cameraspot.com Tech Talk. We're here for another episode. 16, is it? 16th episode. 16 weeks. That's great.
That's great.
I'm here with the man, Stephen Neff, who is our minister of all things that I can't do. And some stuff that I do, but he does all the great stuff. So today, we got some unboxings, which we are super excited about. It's unboxing day. It's like Boxing Day, but different.
But in June.
But in
the longest
June.
day of the year.
Exactly, it's the longest day of the year. So we're here, and we're gonna unbox. Should we surprise them, or should we just?
Well, it's good. No, we should say it right now. Brand new Tamron 17 to 70 for Fuji X. So
Yes.
your Fuji X shooter, brand new lens from Tamron that we have in. Not available for sale yet, but should be available soon.
We're also gonna unbox this Canon R7, which we just got in, which is also not available yet, but will be at the end of the week, I believe. So, before we get to our unboxing, before we get to Christmas, I just want to thank Sony for supporting our event this weekend. Well, the Hawk Creek event that we went to, they had a demo day here, a couple days, went to Hawk Creek, had a lot of stuff for people to try, so hopefully we'll have them back soon, which is cool. We got this in, the Sony 24-70 2.8 G2. So if you're looking for that, we have a couple of them in stock. Stop in, give us a call, and we will get you hooked up with that.
Significantly lighter, faster, sharper. Yeah, than the Gen 1. The G Master Good. I pay attention to these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks really good. It's tough right now because also you've got the Tamron 28 to 70 G2 that came out as well.
Which is also a very light lens, yeah.
Very light. So both of those core, like sort of standard zooms from Sony Direct and from Tamron, the new generations of them are really good. So
yeah.
Good opportunities out there. So if you're a Sony shooter, or if you're not a Sony shooter yet, some great options there.
Awesome. So let's get to the video, and then we will unbox this Tamron lens.
All right, so Tamron 17 to 70 over here. Super exciting to have that a new standard zoom lens available for the Fuji system. Nice wide angle all the way in through over 100mm equivalent focal length, fixed 2.8. So we're going to open that guy in a second, but third-party lenses available for Fuji shooters. So Fuji's been a great system. I've been a Fuji shooter myself for about 8 years now. Started on an X-T10. Now I'm shooting with an X-T3. This is my camera. This is the lens that I have been waiting for a long time. This is the last Tamron lens, the first lens that Tamron launched for a Fuji X mount is the 18-300 full range zoom. I love having a full range zoom when I'm traveling, something that I can keep in my bag and I don't need to worry about shuffling a lot of different lenses. Otherwise, I shoot primes. I don't shoot small zooms. So I'm really excited to see this 17-70 because that might fit in for the range that I'm looking for. But having the 18-300 big long zoom range, I love that. I usually will pair that with my 23mm f2 Fuji lens, super compact lens. So I'll have a big zoom range and then I'll have a small lens that I can shoot pretty fast. So this new guy, being able to carry one lens and more or less cover that same concept of having a fast lens all the way through. Otherwise, there is I do have an 18-55 Fuji. It starts at 2.8, but at the 55mm end, it is an f4. So you lose a stop at that long end, where this guy, you don't lose a stop, and it is the full 2.8 all the way through. So let's take a look. Yeah, so definitely a little bit smaller than the 18-300. Not much, but right around the same size actually. But 18-300 aperture-wise, not nowhere near that f2.8 that you're getting all the way through on the new 17-70. So.
I'm gonna pop that on there.
I'm gonna pop that on there and take a look at it because I'm excited. As I said, I shoot with a lot of different Fuji primes. I don't shoot with a lot of Fuji zooms, but I've been waiting for that Tamron 18-300 for a long time. I was very excited when that guy was announced, and so now to have more lenses available for the Fuji system. These lenses are also available on the Sony E. So if you've got an APS-C sensor Sony E camera, the 17-70, this is a lens that has already been out for a couple months, and so to have them going on to Fuji is definitely nice. So, yeah, I enjoy that look. So we said Debbie's going to take some test shots.
Yeah,
and
Debbie, and we'll post some. Yeah,
share them with what this lens can do and what it looks like.
Yeah,
definitely a very usable focal length, usable range. So. Yeah, thank you to Tamron for getting this guy out to us early. We'll put it through its paces and see what it can do.
So it's coming out July 8th, I believe, and I believe it's $799. That sound right?
That sounds in line with what the Sony is, and in line with what I think the Fuji is within $100 of that for the 18 for their standard zoom. So price point makes sense where you're getting a longer zoom range with this, and you're also getting that faster aperture.
Yep.
So
very cool. Thank you, Stephen. Is the commercial on? Should build a set.
For wildlife or action photographers who appreciate the combination of high camera performance and the smaller APS-C size image sensor, the Canon EOS R7 may be just what you've been waiting for. I'm Rudy Winston from Canon USA, and we're delighted to add the EOS R7 to the Canon EOS R series, along with two dedicated standard Canon RFS zoom lenses. With 32.5 million effective pixels, resolution alone would make the EOS R7 a standout new product. But within its compact form factor is a performance powerhouse with outstanding AF tracking speed and technology, and the ability to shoot up to 15 frames per second with its mechanical shutter. With the APS-C sensor's natural 1.6 times effective increase in a lens's telephoto coverage, the EOS R7 squarely targets sports, wildlife, and especially bird photographers. And it brings strong video features to content creators. Record uncropped 4K video up to 60 frames per second, and 4K fine oversampled from 7K at 24, 25, or 30 frames per second. Canon's superb dual pixel CMOS AF works for video as well as stills, with subject detection for people, animals, and vehicles, and excellent eye detection technology as well. Other video features include Canon Log 3 with 10-bit 422 internal recording to 1 or 2 SD memory cards, time code, headphone socket, no more 30-minute time limit per file, and high-speed recording to 120p in full HD resolution. The EOS R7 includes in-body image stabilization, continuous electronic shutter shooting up to 30 frames per second, a weather-resistant design, a repositioned quick control dial and integrated 8-way multi-controller, flash sync speeds up to 1/320th of a second, focus bracketing, and Canon's long-life LPE6NH rechargeable battery pack. The EOS R7's incredible AF tracking technology combines with simply amazing shooting speed for still images and 32.5 million pixel resolution. Video, stills, or both. Whether you shoot travel, landscapes, sports and action, or birds in flight, you owe it to yourself to see and handle the Canon EOS R7. For Canon USA, I'm Rudy Winston.
Okay, welcome back, true believers. And I'm going to show you this Canon R7, which is the first crop sensor R series camera, which I'm excited to see. I kind of want to get one at some point, but Canon sent us some, which we will have on sale later this week. And I want to show it to you. I'm going to unbox it, and we're going to see what this guy is all about. So I'm going to be careful, so I don't want to mess this up or anything. So standard stuff, you got your battery charger. Takes the LPE6, which is cool. So if you have other Canon like R6, R5, 90D, 5D Mark IV, it takes the same battery as that, which is really cool. And this is a kit, so it comes with a lens. We've got the 18 to 150, which is a brand new lens that Canon put out with this camera. So fairly small, good kit lens. There it is. Let's open up this camera because I really want to see this camera. So here it is. First time ever opening this. Okay, let's see what we got here. And this is the Canon R7. Take a look. Look at that beaut. Let's see. I'm going to compare it to the couple different cameras we have here. Put that box there. So this is it compared to the R6, a little bit smaller than the R6, as you can see. A little smaller. So smaller in stature. And I'm going to compare it to the 80D as well. So this is a DSLR. And as you can see, significantly smaller than the 80D as well. So much smaller camera. I'm going to put the battery in, and we're going to see what this can do. Hopefully it's charged. Or has a charge. You never know sometimes. I mean, there's a manufacturer that I deal with all the time that sends me batteries that aren't charged, so we won't name any names though. All right, it's got one of those new batteries too, so the higher capacity LPE6s, which is cool. So I got the camera, the lens, and take a look at the setup here. Very compact. Gonna open this up. Let's turn this guy on. Do I have battery power?
Same battery as your R6, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch it. So the battery is, it probably died over time. Needs a charge. So we'll put one of these in because it takes the same battery as the R6. Okay, and there we go. We're gonna skip the date setup because we don't need to do that. So here it is, the R7, as it is in the box, focusing very quickly. One of the cool things about this from the videos I've seen is it has this this control dial on the back, which I'm curious to see what it does. So you can rotate it. Can you see that well? So you can rotate it, and it also has a joystick in there as well. So if I'm in manual, let's see. So if I'm in manual, the dial changes the shutter speed. If I'm going through menus, I can use that joystick to kind of go through the menus as well. Let me just see if I use the quick settings, the joystick will go through that as well. So if you don't want to touch your screen, you can use the joystick for, and you can also rotate the dial as well to cycle through settings as well, which is really cool. So this is the R7, and it's 30 megapixels, I think it is. We did a video about this a couple weeks ago, so I think we talked about, I think we got way too into the weeds on this a couple weeks ago as far as settings and stuff. Yeah, with L3 photography, but it's here. We got some in stock. I know we have a little bit of a waiting list, so we have a couple people on that waiting list, but I believe this one will be up for grabs on Friday. So if you want to get in that list to get one, we do have it with the lens in stock. We'll probably get some more as well because we regularly get stuff. So I put this other stuff on the table because I'm very curious to see what kind of range I can get out of this 1.6 inch crop sensor, 800 millimeter f11, and a 2x extender. So that gives me effectively 25-60 millimeters, which I'm kind of curious to see how that will look, and if I can actually even handhold that, which I probably can't. 2560, which is more than the Nikon P1000 as we figured out. That's about 2075. And this is a much bigger sensor as well, so quality should be better on that. So we're gonna get some pictures of that up on Instagram later, or Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. One last thing, we have a Canon class night. It's macro photography. It is sold out, but I'm gonna release some tickets in about a half hour. So if you want to sign up for that free class, it's tonight on Zoom. Go to our website, click on the classes link, and you can sign up for that class. I'm gonna make some tickets live in about a half hour. So if you want to take that class tonight, Canon will be there, and I'm sure you can bother those guys with questions about this as well. So, and thanks for watching this, and interested in one, give us a call. We can put you on the list. They're available Friday. I think the kit is $18.99. Body only is $14.99, but I don't have any of those in stock. And we'll see you next week.
Housekeeping.
What housekeeping are we doing? Oh, what? Yeah, but we kind of wanted to, well, yeah, I'll tell you all the stuff we do before we end here. Rentals, sell cameras, photo finishing, develop film, use stuff, all that jazz. So if you stop into the store, check our website, see what we do. You can see all the information right there. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. And thanks to all the people who are already watching this, because I appreciate you guys and your feedback. And we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, Delaware Camera is your #1 spot for all your camera needs: education, accessories, printing, and more. Located at 2635 Delaware Avenue in Buffalo. Visit cameraspot.com.